Today on this show, we are talking supplements and people who make them. We will be talking about Brain Rehab's latest supplement, Deep Sleep, as well as Factory 6, who makes amazing hemp-derived products, and we have a product line to announce. How are you, Trip? Are you ready for this?
I'm awake, so I want to hear about sleep.
All this and more happening right here, right now on Talk365TV. Here we go. Welcome everybody, I am Holly Love and that is Trip Mitchell. And Trip, you have some news from buying cars.
We went to Larry H. Miller Mercedes down in Draper. Great dealership. Friend of mine knows the GM, we met him, great salesman, wonderful experience. Now, if you're ever going to trade in a car at a Mercedes dealership, trade in a nice car. The Hyundai,
what did you trade? Oh.
The Hyundai, which has had over 190,000 miles.
She has had some good run-in time for you between Vegas and here.
She was back and forth.
Right.
But, and I do miss her, but I made the mistake of so we're test driving the Mercedes, and I made the mistake of saying to the sales rep, is my Hyundai going to be safe here? And he looked at me like I was insane. He
did not have a sense of humor.
Yeah, no, he thought that was ridiculous. But the end result is the Hyundai has become a piñata. It's a piñata. Do you need to like elongate the A to make it sound a little more fancy, like Target? It is Hyundai. It was a great car, but in parking for Snowbird at the Park and Ride, which is on 9400 South and 13th East, it gets kicked all the time. It's
kicked.
Yeah, I mean, dented, it looks like a piñata. So the car was not in great shape, but then I knew that I'd pissed off our sales rep because he came in with a big smile. He goes, we're going to have it analyzed right now and tell you what the trade-in is.
Oh, no.
And he came in and he goes,
$5.
Can you guess how much it is? And I go, 5 to 10,000. And
they started laughing.
They did.
You got $2,000.
800.
Ah, I get it. I went, hi, Hyundai.
A Mercedes SUV is a lot more than 800, and I might have had the biggest ratio ever, or the whatever a mathematician would call it,
right? From
the lowest trade-in value to the highest. But
so what did you get?
We got the GLC SUV. It's gorgeous.
Awesome. And like black, what's the inside like?
White.
But tan interior.
Mercedes now has got stuff that is so amazing from a tech. So I can start the car from my phone, and other companies have that, but the amount of information and really what a car is, and that's why they're having trouble making them.
I was just going to say, people are having a really hard time finding cars, getting cars. It's like cars, trailers, and homes right now.
Well, you guys got a new trailer. We
did. In the year of the trailer, everybody made money. It was a great deal for all, but everyone just sort of went like that.
Exactly, and
it's the same with cars.
Used cars are insane. I mean, so we were looking at a used SUV Mercedes, but it just made sense to buy new. But anyway,
so you're balling now, Trip. You're
no.
Are
That's
you even allowed in it?
I'm allowed in it. I have a key, but
if you're clean and no food.
That's exactly it. I do not want a car that I have to.
In theory, no food, but I mean, really, people, how do you live life and work and commute and not have to eat?
So I have seen, we joke about this on the show, but I have seen you eat, do your makeup, be on the phone, drive, downshift, and do an oil change all at the same time. You need to focus.
I thought I was just going to say MacGyver. I'm amazing. I can do it all.
You can. Hey, what are we talking about today on the show?
Okay, coming up next, we've got your wellness news you can use, and we're going to be talking deep sleep. Don't go to sleep yet, though, because you'll want to stick around.
I didn't know some Medicare Advantage plans may pay for dental visits. Did you?
I didn't know some Medicare Advantage plans may pay for transportation to my doctor. Did you?
I didn't know some Medicare Advantage plans may pay to have my prescriptions delivered directly to my home. Did you? These and more are important benefits some Medicare Advantage plans may give you. So if you're eligible for Medicare, call us right now because you could enroll in a plan with some amazing additional benefits. Call now.
For the time of your life, watch Talk365TV twice daily on Utah's CW30 or anytime online. Today's wellness news you can use is brought to you by Brain Rehab Deep Sleep. And welcome back to the show. We're talking wellness and sleep.
Deep sleep. Not just sleep, we're talking deep sleep.
How come, so I've got a question for the doc. When I take a nap, I can go to sleep immediately, literally, in the afternoon, and I've got it down to maybe a 10, 15 minute.
Power nap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it makes all the difference. I can go to sleep immediately, but at night I can't. Why is that?
Probably because of the naps.
No, even if I don't nap, I can't.
Really? Well, I don't get to sleep a lot, but when I need to, I usually can't fall asleep because I'm pretty tired. But I know when you're on that, like, oh my gosh, 3 hours. Now I'm only going to get 4 hours. Now I'm only going to get 2 hours. Like you start doing the math, and then you start to psych yourself out.
So that it's funny you should say this. So we've got a 10:30 game on Tuesday night, and I have to be on the road by 6 in the morning for a meeting. So I'll know that. So I'll get home at 12:30, and it's so hard to get to sleep. And then you get a little pressure. You're starting to worry about it.
And then you get the adrenaline.
That I got to be up at 5, and it's it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and you worry about how you're going to be during the day.
It's crazy. Well, and all of the sleep supplements that are out there, this one is really different because it is working on the way your brain fires and wires in true form for Brain Rehab Clinic and Dr. Hatch. Because what it does is it triggers your body to have the response to a normal sleep cycle that it's supposed to have. But if your brain is broken and you've had concussions, that could contribute to why you can't fall asleep. It would contribute to why medications and different supplements aren't working. Are you a melatonin person? Like, do you like melatonin when you take it?
Yeah.
This has like a very unique combination of like melatonin and GABA, but the way your brain uses that formulation in that amount is really key, and that's the real thing that Dr. Hatch figured out. But here's what I've noticed. I can't take it if I have work to do because I'm out. In like 10, 15 minutes, I start feeling the like head bob sleep.
Really?
I'll send you home with the sample. You're going to try it and you'll report back.
So you know what's funny? In my case, I am very tired from 8 to 9 at night. I yawn like crazy. Once I hit 9 o'clock, then I'm
You're
fine.
awake.
Yeah, but from 8 to 9, I have trouble staying awake. Isn't that weird?
It's probably
but I get
your
up at 5 every morning.
cycles. So if you could go to bed right then, that's probably when your body wants it, and then you could wake up at 4 a.m. or whatever, just so you get the hours in. I do the same thing. Like I could go to sleep at 9, but if I push past and then it's
I will
up till 2.
Love to have a sample. That would be great.
We'll definitely do it. And for more information, we've got Kevin Cox, who is a user of Deep Sleep and a patient of Dr. Hatch's, and he brings a unique perspective how this product works and what he needed to do to finally get some good rest. Check it out.
Talk365TV's Wellness Minute is brought to you by Brain Rehab Clinic.
The very best test is get the pills, you try them. If they don't work, then you need to see Dr. Hatch. Hi, my name's Kevin Cox. I'm a patient of Dr. Hatch's, and the reasons I came, there's a ton of them. Mainly it was memory. My memory was really bad. I played a ton of sports as a kid. I played in college as well, but I knew that I had had some brain issues, and I didn't realize that my sleeping sucked as much as it did. And after Hatch diagnoses me, Christine gave me a bottle, and I took it home, we tried it, and it didn't work. Like, not even a little bit. One night I tried it, I took 2 pills, didn't work. Next night I tried 4 pills, didn't work. Hatch then sees the results of my tests and he's like, that's why, your brain's broken. So I didn't take anything for probably 2 months. And meanwhile, in that 2 months, I'm getting treatments from Dr. Hatch. I'm also doing my exercises every day. One of the first nights I've actually needed something to help me sleep, The sleeping pills worked amazingly. Like before, my favorite stuff was probably a CBD supplement. But with the CBD, oftentimes, it didn't mess me up, but I would be groggy. So I would need like caffeine to pick me up. And then I would need that to bring me down. And like, I just hate the need of being up, being down. It's just so unhealthy. And Hatches, I don't feel the effects after the morning. Like it just helps me get to sleep, and then I'm back to my normal self, as if after the next day, I forgot I took it. And I didn't need caffeine to get going in the morning. And that's exactly what I want out of a sleep aid. Again, fast forward, I'm like 3-4 weeks into this, and one night we have a 1-year-old, his name's Cove. He will not sleep. It's one of those nights. And I have 5 kids, by the way. So from 12 down to 1, Cove's 1, the next oldest is 2. The 2 babies had been awake pretty much all night, so my wife had it. Cove, for whatever reason, I was able to get up, go put him in bed, and then I get back in bed, and the next morning I was behaving like my normal self, like I actually got sleep, and I was happier, and I didn't have to have my pre-workout before I could even talk to my kids, before they go to school. And that was the moment when my wife was looking at me weird, and I was like, what's going on? And she's like, do you remember getting up with Cove last night? And I was like, yeah, of course. Did he sleep after that? And she was like, yeah, he stayed asleep. And I was like, all right, cool. Didn't think much of it. And then she's like, do you not realize, like, you're happy? Like, you're not angry. And I was like, huh. And it was really cool. It was really impactful for my wife. The truth is, my brain was so broken, according to Hatch, that the medicine would never help me. The pathways that the pills he's developed help to get you into deep sleep, they weren't even connecting. They weren't firing. So no amount of medication would have ever helped me. And it's the development side of the brain that needed to reopen, you know, like almost heal that trauma, and then the medicine works. So the very best test is get the pills, you try them. If they don't work, then you need to see Dr. Hatch. Get the treatments, get his workout thingies, and then when you take the pills, you'll only need 2, and they'll work like a dream.
I'm Chris Berman, and welcome back to the biggest auto protection show on earth, brought to you by CarShield. If your car is out of warranty or close to expiring, you could get stuck paying thousands for an engine, transmission, or computer system breakdown. But when you have CarShield, you'll never pay for covered repairs again. CarShield makes sure you don't have to pay for expensive car repairs, and that's why I'm a CarShield customer.
Call 800-970-1872.
Today's Talking Wellness is brought to you by Factory 6. And welcome back to the show. We were just joking during the break. I wonder, so we have a early morning time slot or late night time slot.
Both.
And I wonder, and you think that maybe on Friday and Saturday nights, or Thursday and Friday nights, we have a lot more people who
at
watch.
1 a.m. I think Thursday, Friday is probably party night, because that just is how it seems the weeks go, and weekends. You want to start early, right? And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think, you got to button it up. Get to the gym on Monday morning. Diet starts Monday. That's my guess, but we'll get the word from Kurt officially.
Yeah, my father-in-law, the first question he asked did you play hockey today? I go, no, working 10, 12 hours, I don't have time to just run to
Hockey would be a tough one to sneak in the mix. Now,
well,
pickleball
actually, tomorrow
is the new golf.
Pickleball, but here's the challenge.
Uh-huh.
You've got to go really early. So we have our secret court we talked about on the show.
Yes.
And so people came by today, and so I can tell this secret court, if someone goes by in a high-end imported car, that they're pickleball players.
Okay.
Because this is not in a great area.
Oh, got it.
So we can tell, and we give them a dirty look and tell them to go somewhere else.
No, you Mercedes. Only one Mercedes here at this court.
Yeah, especially if it's a Beamer. Ugh.
You don't like, I like BMWs. Okay. We are talking product lines right now with Factory 6 because Talk365TV and Transformational Tech Marketing has a product line that we have developed for our wellness team. So basically, we worked with all of our incredible doctors, clinicians, ones that we have coming up and down the pipeline. And in the process, we had this opportunity working with Factory 6 to create a line for us. So it is a whole line of hemp-derived products. We've got a drink. It's happening. I'm so excited. It is the most amazing flavored, delicious. It'll make your joints feel good, so you can have your coffee and this. You can have it for a mid-morning snack, or just replace your coffee, either way. Then of course, the supplement that we are doing, it is phenomenal. It is nanotech. It is brand new. They spent the last year developing it. We're really busy during our pandemic coming up with something really great, and now we have this incredible product line that we get to partake in and have the whole white label, and the concept of white label just makes a lot of sense. The MOQs are lower. It is so easy to get in there and have a conversation. And in fact, we did a long interview where we take you through the whole process of going in and meeting with Carrie and the team and learning what product would be right for you. Then we took a tour of the factory. We got to learn about what happens there and how the ingredients work and how to choose ingredients. And if you really want to dive in and do a custom line, all of that is covered in a long extended TV interview. We invite you to go to their website, check it out, and you can sign up for your own Willy Wonka Tour. And in the meantime, we'll be talking with Trent, and he's going to talk about ingredients, white label, what to do, and his recommendations.
Today's Talk365 TV's Talking Wellness is brought to you by Factory 6.
Hey everybody, welcome to another Talking Wellness. I'm Holly Love, and today I am back with the boys from Factory 6, and you are in for a treat because I got to do my official Willy Wonka Tour of Factory 6 and go through the process of creating our own product line. So let me give them the goods on what's been going on. So Talk365TV and Transformational Tech Marketing has partnered with Factory 6 and basically our wellness team to create a product line that is worthy and will meet the stringent standards of our amazing wellness clinicians, our doctors, and basically wellness experts that we work with all the time on the wellness team. So I got to come in here and go through the process with Carrie and you of figuring out white label, custom, seeing everything that you guys have. And then you and I went on a tour, and then I pretty much figured out what I'm gonna do, and we were in the process of making it happen. It was so simple and so fun. But what we're gonna talk about here on this TV interview is ingredients and custom versus white label. And I think that's been the biggest eye-opener for me in this process, is to really understand what a custom line means and ingredients and why you want to just really do your research.
Yes, very important. And when making these products on a custom level, we're happy to put all these delicious, fantastic, function-focused ingredients into all of these products, whether it be monk fruit, whether it be stevia. But you need to realize that that's going to stretch out your lead times just slightly because we have to source these raw ingredients, and they may have certain MOQs, they may have certain, levels of that we need to buy to just actually get some on hand, where we don't need to use all of it. At the same time, that doesn't mean that we can't make it. It just means that, it might increase your price per unit, so to speak, just very slightly, or a lot. Again, depending on, we had a client that recently just did 4 patented ingredients on one formulation, and so there was, there's quite a bit of process and, the things that go into that, producing that kind of formulation. However, if you just want to go with our white label formula, we can much more quickly, we can translate that into different, flavors or function focused ingredients, because we have that formula on hand. It's standard for us on our white label menu, and we're just making slight changes where it's not such a big of a difference.
Well, I think what I learned and what I ultimately am choosing to do is go with the white label, which coming in, I came in thinking for sure we needed to do a custom deal.
Right.
And I think understanding that the markets are constantly in flux, and if you have at all of a budget and you're just thinking, I only want to, spend this much and use this as an opportunity to test something new in your, create another arm to your services that you provide to your clients and all of those things, then white label is what you're going to want to do, because these guys have over 15 years of experience in the manufacturing space. You were leaders in the hemp industry, and why not piggyback on all of the work that you guys have done and all of the proof that you have created in creating your white label line, rather than trying to throw a dart at a dartboard and see where you hit, because really that's what you're doing. Now, if you've got the ability and that is your jam, that is something you guys do all day long, but I don't have that kind of open-ended budget line. And really understanding that, oh my goodness, monk fruit might come under some kind of a drought, and what you paid for it a month ago might double or triple.
Yes, that's again why we have these white label formulas that are very standard, very custom, but yet customizable formulas that we can manipulate and do things with on a very easy, to do level, where there's not a lot of change that needs to happen. We can do different formulas, different function-focused ingredients. We can do different flavors, things like that on a very simple level, but we can start you out on the white label on a very small MOQ where you don't have to buy the custom high MOQ of 1,000 to 5,000 units depending on what product that you're doing. However, at the same time, you can start testing products with your audience to see what works, what doesn't, and then from there see what they're wanting. Do they want a different flavor? Do they want a different function-focused ingredient? You know what I mean? Like, what are they looking for? And there you can expand and we can help you grow with you on that level with our white label formulas, which is very, very simple. You're not having to come up and reinvent the wheel, so to speak.
So basically, I'm at the point where we're going to be creating the label and the brand around it. I've got to go do a little work. I'm going to be working with you consulting. That's part of the process. So we do have some follow-up from what I did initially here today. But if you want to check out the full TV interview and online consultation, log onto Factory 6's website. That is where it's at. You can watch me go through the entire process. You'll learn so much, mainly about how the white label works, how you can mix and match different products in different bottles based on your needs, and about in the factory what these guys do so differently because you do your own distillation here, which is so huge. Trent and I talk a little bit about the history and why that makes you guys so special, because you're the only ones that do that.
Yeah, we are the first actually manufacturer to register a product with the state of Utah with a hemp product. And that's why we decided early on to control that ingredient so that we can provide a consistent quality product to the end user for our clients. The most important thing is you want a consistent quality product that you can always guarantee on. And that's why we decided to go into that raw ingredient processing as well as manufacturing so that we can provide that service to our clients as well as providing a variety of services in the sense of white label as well as custom.
So you're going to want to check that out and then be sure and make your own appointment to have your own Willy Wonka factory tour. Get in here. You can also do an online Zoom or you can do a phone consultation. There is a form on their website. You fill that out. They'll be back with you in about 24 hours or less to set that all up for you, and you would be surprised. Don't be shy if you think your business isn't making enough or if you're just entrepreneurial and you want to pick their brain. That's what they're here for, and
We'd love to have a conversation.
I love that so much about you because you're really all about the products and the love of helping people understand how it can benefit their business and their clients. Trent, thank you so much for your time. It's been such a fun day.
Always a pleasure, Holly. Thanks for coming down and taking a tour of the factory with me. It has been such a great time.
I can't wait until the finished product, and hopefully, I never have to see you wear a beard diaper ever again.
It's rough.
But it's worth checking out. So, all right. Thank you, Trent. Everyone, stick around. We've got more Talk365 TV coming at you right after this.
Talk365 TV is proud to announce their new studio home, Ignite Studios, for all your video needs. And welcome back to the show. Let's talk water.
Water, okay.
We are in a record drought in the West.
I know.
And it is,
Are you a water tattletale? Did you hear about that?
No.
I think people are getting paid or rewarded or something by tattling on water abusers. Would you be a tattler, Trip?
I think I would. I think that this is...
It's pretty bad.
It is really bad.
But I thought we got a lot of snow up at the top where it mattered. No. So Snowbird, we had, I think, an average year for us is 450, and we were... Last time I checked, and maybe we got one more stone, we were right at 450 inches at Snowbird. But we just need more and more. And then the mountains to the west, California, Nevada, we are in trouble. So, do you have a fix? What are we going to do?
I think we have to start paying people to pull grass out.
Oh.
And
doing the Xeriscape. Don't tell Andy. I love saving water, but I don't love Xeriscape.
Well, here is the challenge that we have, is that we are in the West, we are in drought we've got to do something.
Well, you do yours. Show me. Get a really good Xeriscaper in there before and after, and then maybe send me your tips on Facebook. Go to our Instagram. Send me your advice and people who love it, because I just have yet to see one that really works with here. It always looks like Arizona, and it's like we're not in Arizona. We're in the mountains.
We are in the mountains.
Needs to look Rocky Mountain-y. Natural.
Well, Rocky Mountain-y, in the old days, there was plenty of water. Now things are a lot different. So, hey, let's change for a second to something that is also serious, but we want to look back on Dennis Parker, who has been a big part of the show. And Dennis came down with cancer earlier in the year and sadly passed away. But I know you and he were just great friends and supporters of each other, and he had a wonderful life.
Yeah, I mean, this has really side-railed us because we didn't see it coming. I mean, Dennis is such a worker, his work ethic, his ability to do long hours, and I mean, he is just such a great man and a great example of the work that he teaches, because his pain control ability obviously was too good, because there at the end we had about 6 months with him that we knew he had something going on. But he was really fighting it probably more than he should have been before he got in there. But with pancreatic cancer, we learned the hard way. There is just, that one is very mean, and it went really fast, and it's been really tough. And so we are still moving forward with our guild. The Positive Mind Management Certified Clinical Hypnotherapist Guild is what Dennis and I were working on this last year. We plan to launch right now going into spring, summer. And it is for hypnotherapists who have graduated from the Certified Hypnotherapy Training School. They will come together, and if you want an official Positive Mind Management Certified Clinical Hypnotherapist session, then the Guild is where you go. So if you want to learn more about his legacy, log on to these websites, chts.best or the Hypnotherapist Guild website, and you can get all the information you want. And in the meantime, here's a little bit of some fun we had with Dennis, and he will so be missed. Okay. Hi, Dennis.
Hi, Holly.
How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
All right, so I just said without further ado, we're going to bring in Mr. Dennis Parker, my friend, mentor, favorite human being ever.
Hi, I'm Dennis Parker. I usually use the word W. Dennis Parker because there's like 5 Dennis Parkers along the Wasatch Front here where I live. I don't usually... You can get that out if you want.
No, I love it. I think it's good. We kind of look like a holiday card. How about that shot? Hey everybody, welcome to Talk365's Wellness Something Talking.
It's forever green.
Forever green. I wanna be forever green.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. Sylvia's in my head. Wonderful things that hypnotherapy can do for you. More things about the Certified Hypnotherapy Training School. Dennis, are you ready to go longer with me? Stick to it. Are you gonna need a power nap? Have I exhausted you?
You pretty much exhausted me, but I'll stick with you. Let's go for it. Thanks for coming up again.
I love it. Everybody have a wonderful moment. I don't know what that means, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on Talk365TV right after this. A wonderful moment. Have a wonderful moment, Dennis. Get in here. Sign up. We got class to go to us.
Yeah, we gotta
Let's
run.
go get him.
Okay.
Was that good?
I gotta run. Yep.
Yep. Okay, thanks.
I think that's a wrap.
I kind of do too.